On this week's episode, we're going to talk about what do you do when the economy tanks? Not if it will tank, when it will tank. And as they said on Game of Thrones, winter is coming. Welcome to yet another episode starring my man Wesley.
It's me.
Wes?
I'm the star.
It's a good episode today.
We haven't ever had one of those, so.
What to do when the economy tanks. Not if, when. When it will tank. What do you think? You think it is?
I always see memes. It's like, millennials are the generation that are least likely to own a home and blah, blah, blah. And like, I do own a home, so I'm not really in that category, but it's like 2008 financial crisis. 2000, what was it? 2000, a couple years later, another recession, 2012, 13 or whatever. Like, just like boom, 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 boom. It's like, why can't you buy a house? It's like, well, shit, man. I haven't had 30 years of economic liquidity to do so.
Yeah, it's crazy how people should be buying homes. And I'm like, isn't it up to them? Why is it up to you?
Sure.
If they like,
what if they don't
buy? Well, society at large has it set up to where these certain people can't buy. No, that's bullshit. That is straight up bullshit. That's somebody making an excuse for somebody else that is, honestly just probably a titty baby to begin with. I don't need, and obviously I think there's a lot of them that make up excuses for my classification of race. And I'm like, no, I don't need you to,
We're not redefining that right now,
Yeah. So what are you going to do when the economy tanks? What are you going to do?
I remember one time I read an article where it talked about what people bought during the Great Depression.
Oh, shit.
Like, despite the fact that like everything exploded, and like the most popular commodity or whatever that sold at the time, not a market commodity, but like thing that people bought was like cosmetics, like lipstick, blush, makeup, like, because people thought like if we're going to be living this hard, I at least want to feel good.
Yeah,
like
good.
There was that still that thing. I mean, and I remember
I'd have bought peanut butter, but
sure,
it's me.
Back in 2020, I remember when everything shut down and we were all looking at each other like, what are we going to do? Like, what should we do? And then like people had to cook at home and there was like this massive success and we were busier than ever because like people started buying stuff.
So, I grew up poor. I'm not going to say extremely poor, but I thought we was extremely poor. I mean, but I'm sure there's somebody out there that is grew up more poor than us, but we didn't have money. Me and my brother used to sit outside the grocery store and ask people for their CSV stamps.
Yeah, you told me this to save up enough.
We'd put them in a book and we'd go in there and, I mean, honestly, we'd buy whatever, whatever we could. And it took us a long time, sometimes days to fill up a book because when you filled up a book, it was $3 back in.
That's a lot of money.
That was a lot of money.
Yeah.
Yeah, you used to be able to go to the grocery store and leave with $20 worth of stuff, and you had a sack or two.
Sure.
Yeah, you can't, not anymore. But honestly, this is my thoughts. I think people buy too much garbage anyways.
Yeah.
When my wife and I said, we're going to get out of debt. I don't know how to do it. I don't know what to do. I just know that what we're doing isn't working.
Yeah.
That is when everything changed for us. And here's what changed. When we put rules on us that we are not eating out or spending money at a gas station for anything other than fuel only. Period. End of story. That's it.
Yeah.
Everything we ate came from our house. Came from the grocery store, but
sure.
We took our lunches to work. We ate leftovers. We didn't throw anything away, and we lived below our means. And that's what's the problem right now. I think so many people are going broke trying to look rich.
Yeah.
They just, like...
optics.
Yeah, I have a friend of mine. There's just two of them, and they have, I think, 4 vehicles.
Ooh.
Don't get me wrong. You know,
4.
if you can afford 4, knock yourself out. But, you know, they make great money. But I'm sitting there just going, you know, like, that's just me. That's just me being judgmental. But I'm like, do you like
4? That's a lot.
It's a lot, you know. That is a lot. But, you know, and here's my deal. Like, I know their financial situation, and they're not wealthy. But if you looked at them, just from the outside looking in, they look extremely wealthy.
Sure. 4 cars, you know.
And these are nice cars. I'm talking real nice cars. From the outside looking in, they look wealthy. And truth of the matter is, this person is always ragging on me for being rich. And I'm like, well, anybody's ever seen how I dress, I look like I'm about 30 seconds away from being homeless anyway. You know,
you got sleeves on today.
Yeah. And people just they're sitting there looking at me going, well, you look pretty sharp today. No, this actually came from Amazon. This is a $12 shirt. And actually, I bought 4 of them, and I go in there and change clothes, and I bought cheap hats. So
balling on a budget.
You know, you've hung around me.
Oh, yeah.
So what are you going to do? Let me tell you what I do. When I know it's coming, when I feel it's coming, once a year, no matter what, I'll go and buy a 25-pound bag of rice and beans.
25 pounds.
25 pounds. And then after so long, I'll donate it and get another bag. But like if like I'm talking everything hit the floor. Beans and rice, 25 pounds of beans and rice.
You can live on that.
You can make it down the road with that.
Yeah, you can for a while.
You know, you can make it down the road with that. Now, I'm not saying it's going to get that bad. I'm just saying, what are you going to do when the economy tanks? And it's not just the economy, you know, in the U.S. or in the world, but it's also your economy.
Yeah.
You know, what are you going to do when you lose your job or your spouse loses their job? The episode we did about credit card debt not long ago.
Yeah.
Like, what is it? What was it? Like 78% of people are one paycheck away.
Yeah.
From being broke.
Scary.
And I'll say this flat out. If you can't save money, then you have an issue.
Yeah, there's a problem.
Period. End of story. I know people that live on $1,400 a month and they'll save $100 a month. That's $100.
Yeah.
That's 1/14 of their income.
$1,200 a year.
That's $1,200. That's a whole other month almost.
Yeah.
Kids. You know? Adults are just bad. Adults are horrible.
Well,
adults don't sacrifice fun though.
Well, people just think I deserve it.
I deserve it. Yeah. I worked hard.
Yeah.
I've said that before.
I deserve this.
Worked hard. I deserve this beer. I deserve this 30-pack of Milwaukee's Best.
Keystone.
When we were getting out of debt, I would buy Milwaukee's Best.
Yeah.
I would. Yeah.
Man.
Damn sure would. I'd buy the cheapest beer they had.
Drink enough of that, you'll get out of debt quick.
Yeah. But it was all budgeted. But we saved money. And we was out of credit card debt fast.
Yeah.
Like a year and a half.
You got to be aggressive with it.
I didn't think we could do it because the hill was so high, but once you start attacking it. So when the economy tanks, and it will tank, make sure you have a savings. Make sure, if you can buy an extra, not hoard, but, you can get some extra cans of beans here and there.
Yeah, hang on to it.
Yeah, extra toothbrush, 25-pound bag of rice, beans. I'm not lying. I ain't shitting you, man.
I know.
You come to my house, I do. I will survive. So what do you?
What do I do?
What are you doing right now?
What am I doing? We have savings, and I actively save. I have I have a surplus of just cash that's there for if everything stops, I'm good for a little while,
Yeah.
And that doesn't ever go anywhere. That's not spoken for. It's just all there.
Yeah.
We kind of live on one-ish income right now.
Good.
So that's good. So we have some flexibility. We kept all our expenses really low. So just trying to do it right. If we just bought new pots and pans because the ones we had when we got married are just done. And we found a set we liked that was really nice. It's we're going to have to save up for that. It's a lot. Then we found them on this like scratch and dent thrift thing, and we paid like $100 for them.
Yeah.
So we got a whole new set for $100. It's great.
Yeah. Thrifty.
Stuff like that. Yep.
Yeah, you're being thrifty. So save money. 1.
Pay off debt.
Pay off debt. Get out of debt.
Sure.
What I would say. Get out of debt as fast as you can.
Permanently.
And get you a 25-pound bag of rice. I ain't lying. I would. I damn sure would. Because who doesn't like beans and rice?
No, you can live on it. You can.
You know? Get you 10 pounds of ham hocks.
Oh, jeez. Yeah.
Good. The other thing is live below your means, man. Live below your freaking means.
Yeah.
You know? Just because you make $100,000 a year doesn't mean you have to spend $100,000 a year. Live on 60 of it. You know?
Still good living.
60%. And then save 40. $100,000? Absolutely. Absolutely. And get out of the I deserve it. You don't deserve shit. Broke ass.
I think you leave it right there.
Man, this pisses me off, though. Because people go, well, you're lucky. And I'm like, no, some bitch. I figured it out a long time ago. I suffered. You don't suffer.
That's right.
I saw your fat ass at Chick-fil-A. Not you.
I was going to say, you know, that cuts deep, man.
You're not fat, for one.
Yeah, not at the moment.
You're built like a Greek god.
Oh, you know, chiseled, sculpted.
All right, man. Hey, I want to thank everybody for watching. Leave me a comment down below. What are you doing to get ready for when the economy tanks? Hey, don't forget to tag us on social media at Kosmo Unfiltered, and I'll catch you in the next video. Peace.